Hey, what's going on, everyone? King Rock is here, bringing you back to another episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Woo! Okay. So, here we are. Um, so for the past 30 minutes, before I talk about the Let's Play in the game and stuff, for the past 30 minutes, I went through and just kind of fixed up our inventory, if you were to say. As you see, I have basically everything organized in these pouches. Um, Like, oh, these are all of our throwables, our food, but that's normal. All of our scrolls. See what else we got? Extra capes, our extra hood or hat, our extra main hand weapons, our story items that were already sorted. This will be for rings, but we don't have any open ring slots yet, or any. We have open ring slots. We don't have any extra rings. This is for sellables slash goodies. Like these rocks we won't sell, but everything else we will. These is random. This is anything that didn't really fit anything. Like this die can actually be sent to camp. So, yeah, not much to do here. This is our armor, our normal armor. This is our gloves, books slash readables, barrels, and then anything else I want to put in here I can. So that is just a little tidy up on the inventory. I have all of our arrows out because we are mostly an archer. Scrolls of Revivify. I could put them with the other scrolls, but they're different than the normal scrolls. So thieves' tools, disarm kit, shovels, torches, the spider egg sack, which we don't really know what it does. Something or some things wriggle within the sticky shell. Unusual diamonds for the clones, and yeah. So this is what I cleaned up all of our inventories. Will is the holder of gray things, which we will eventually sell, but he is the holder of gray things for the time being. And I didn't mess with our characters because I wanted you guys to be here before I actually did anything useful. I just sorted it so it looks, our inventory looks a little bit cleaner. But I did decide to switch up some of our stuff. I looked through all the equipment we have, all the equipment our people have equipped, and I was going to switch some stuff around to make it stronger. So the Shadowheart had these fireball gloves, a 10% chance to cause a fireball. I'm going to switch them out with Will, because Will be a fire warlock. He's going to be doing a lot of fire damage, so I think he should be the one doing that. So we're going to switch those out. And then these gloves of flint and steel, we're just going to put in our inventory. Now, so I'm going to leave them here. I'm not going to put them in the glove chest because there's not really like, we don't need to do that every single time. It's going to waste a lot of time. Every once in a while, in between episodes, I'll go in and just kind of put them all where they need to go and all that good stuff. So Shadowheart will be getting the Fleet Finger gloves. Once per turn, after the wearer dashes or take a similar action, they can jump without using a bonus action. Pretty basic. Asterion is going to get this necklace that Gale had on. Once per long rest, you can use reaction to make the attack roll or saving throw with advantage. Just something to wear, nothing crazy. Lae'zel's going to get this bow. Hunting short bow, you have advantage against monstrosity enemy types with Hunter's Mark. So, yeah, I mean, this is just very basic spells like a bow for Lae'zel. And then all the gray items go to Will. This is what we got in the last episode, Ice Queen's Pendant, or 2 episodes ago. I recorded 21 and 20 and 21 at the same time, I think. It's 21 and 22. I don't know. I think this is episode 22. Entering the Frozen Circus, you get free... entering a frozen surface, you get Queen's Soul. Queen's Soul is a +3 to spell or cantrip attack rolls. And then you also... when you take damage from a spell or a cantrip, you deal 1 to 4 cold damage in return. Now, William. You have to kind of scroll through his inventory because we're putting all the gray stuff in his. But, like this, we don't have a barbarian. Send it to Malice. This, though, you have advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration while standing in ash. That's okay, not the greatest. What we're looking for is the resistance to fire damage. With these gloves that do fire damage to himself, 1 to 20 to themselves, we need him to be a little bit resistant to fire so he stays alive for longer. So we're going to be doing that. And then this necklace, does anyone have an odd number of constitution? Karlak. Yeah, just Karlak. Okay, what does she have? Your movement speed increases by half your monk level. That's pretty good. So the constitution one, we will send to Malice. And I put the soul coins in Karlak's inventory. I don't know. I don't remember if I've showed what soul coin is in this episode or this let's play. I will eventually. And she's also holding our molds because they're different than something. We're going to use them later when we find a forge. So everyone has their health potions, a scroll of revivify, all that good stuff. I also changed everyone's outfit to look a little bit cooler. I'll make them look head on so you guys get a good look at their outfits. Just kind of made everyone look a little bit cooler. So how this works is I have a mod called Fear Taylor's Camp Clothes, and you get basically every single camp clothes in the game, no matter where it is. It doesn't do anything. They may give a spell here or there. For instance, right here, Shadow or Asterion will get light. I will not be using light on Asterion because of that. And we can actually look right here. It says infuse an object with an aura of light. That doesn't do anything, but it does say Fear Taylor's Camp Clothes after it. So it's very basic. We just throw it out of the hotbar. We're not going to use it. Lae'zel has Mage Hand, Misty Step, and nothing. So we're going to go over to Lae'zel. We're going to find this. Fear Taylor's Camp Clothes and Mage Hand. Throw that out. Misty Step, Fear Taylor's. Throw that out. We just got to make sure. I don't want to cheat in any way. This is simply for looks, to look a little bit cooler. Like Gale has a Firebolt, so we're going to find it right here. Throw it out. The pride of the gate. Will has False Life, and Karlak has Bless. We're going to find that False Life, throw that out. Go to Karlak, we're going to find that Bless, and throw that out. What to do? So the clothes are simply for looks. You go up here to toggle it on and off. Obviously, if I untoggle it, we'll go back to the way we were looking. Actually get a better close-up for you guys right here. We'll get a better look at what we did look like last episode. And then I just threw on some more fancier looking clothes and make us look a little bit better. One of the things people like about this mod the most is the fact that this can stay the same basically the entire game. Your armor will change, your actual armor will change over here constantly throughout the game. But if you do this, you could stay this way how you look basically as long as you want. Which is why people download this mod besides just looking cool. So if you don't know much about Baldur's Gate, don't worry. Even though we have this angelic Shion outfit, Shion, and the tasteful boots, don't worry. We still have all the benefits of our normal armor. This is literally just looks. So there's no change between these two, what I'm doing now, except for looks. So I believe that's everything I did. Gale has the Poisoner's Ring on, which gives him virulent venom. Point your ringed finger at a target, making them vulnerable to poison damage unless it's immune. I don't remember if does Gale have a... He doesn't even have a poison move. Does anyone have a poison move? Shadowheart? See, Shadowheart does. So we could just trade those out like so. So now Shadowheart can make them vulnerable to poison and then Ray of Sickness them. Cool. I've got a long road ahead. Okay, that was a lot of yapping, a lot of catching up. But I'm gonna update us probably every 5 to 10-ish episodes on just what's going on, what I do. If you guys want to see the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, like what I just did, that's totally fine. Just let me know. I don't mind speeding it up even. It just cut out. It took like 35 minutes, I think. That's what the save file said. To do all this. So, if you guys want to see that, I don't mind showing it. I don't mind putting in an episode. I don't mind speeding it up for 5 minutes at the start if you guys really want to watch it. So, with that said, we are ready to continue the Let's Play. That was a long introduction of me explaining stuff and everything. I think we're ready. So, let's head off let's leave camp and see what's going on. All right, let's leave camp. Sorry about that cut. All right, we ended here. Okay. So it's been a long rest. That means basically everything's done here. The fire's still going on. The fire's infinite, but it looks like we got a shield here. When the wearer is holding a weapon with an empowered chalet, when they are hit with melee, the way +1 Constitution. It's not bad. Just put a +1 Constitution. We don't have anyone that uses chalet. It would need an odd number of unless we combo it with. No, it wouldn't work because most of them have 16. I'll just hold it for now. I will try to send most of the gray stuff to Will. There'll be a lot of times I pick up the gray stuff. It'll all eventually get sorted out after a few episodes, but just looted that mercenary without anyone seeing. If I remember correctly, there are a few people we can talk to here with Speak with Dead, and one of them is this guy.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Gauntlet, Marilla, Flaming Fist.
What happened to the Duke?
The corpse remains silent. She doesn't know.
Waste of a net. Where are you from?
Baldur's Gate.
Makes sense. I feel like a lot of Flaming Fist would be from there. What happened at the inn?
Drow. Goblins. Had one in my sights. Then darkness.
Do you know of any survivors?
Dead or dying.
Yeah, I think we got
The
it.
spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Immune to piercing damage. We need force. Will? Thank you, Mr. William.
Not as bad as it could have.
Letter. Hey, idiot, you left a snot rag on the kitchen table. Aren't out yet. A lot of times when I'm pushing you to pits, but sometimes you're just doing plenty of think about red aids, don't panic, bull's hard when you go boom, but safe with their read. He is not returning home, sadly. What did I just spot? Oh, a burrow hole. Have I gone over burrow holes in this Let's Play? So burrow holes, basically, I feel like maybe I have, but I'm too big to fit through it. Gnomes, and there's a spell called gaseous form where you just turn yourself into a gas. That can allow you to a lot of camp supplies here. That can allow you to go through that hole. I think we looted this building pretty well. Ah, we can talk to this Drow Raider.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I don't really care about who he is because he'll just be a Drow. Was the raid 60? Well, we know it is. Where were you trying to take the Duke?
To Moonrise Towers.
Moonrise Towers. Was the raid successful?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Well, I think it is. It just lost a lot of life. Who are you? Zayrin. What was your profession?
Male.
Makes sense. Where are you from?
From Sharmuth.
Common.
before the absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
Oh, we have something.
Done.
Plus one spell DC and attack rolls. Yep. Is that a quarterstaff? It is. Gale. We need that plus one spell save DC so you hit more. What do you currently have on? Yeah, you should never be in close range, buddy. Nice, and now you can go invisible too. That's pretty cool.
Spoken. And so it
Wait. Will and Karlach don't have a cape. Are these good? No, that's bad. And that one's bad too. Because they both have low AC. Okay, cool. Never mind then. We're good. We're good. Oh, someone else we can talk to right here.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Mission successful. Digitally. Let's ask about the Duke, even though we know.
Absolute
Yeah.
wants him.
Into a place called Moonrise Towers. Was your mission successful?
The corpse remains silent.
Basically the same as that other one. Did you leave any survivors?
Slaves. Good raid.
Good raid. How'd you die?
Fell. Dagger. Neck. Stupid.
Okay. I guess who are you?
Rug. Hunter.
Krug. Nice to meet you, Krug.
Spell's power wanes.
You have a
can
good
ask
death.
no questions.
All this smoke flying in my face. Alright, I'm gonna go into the building. Now that the fire's kind of died down a lot, we can go in. Woo! Look at all this camp supplies in here. I didn't mean to grab the cleaver. A lot of camp supplies. This is good. Old floppy hat. Water pump. Bucket of water. Okay. Little thing right here. I can't see what that is. Roughly cut ham, pig's head, whole chicken, pork loin. Chocolate, puree, carrot, potato, onion, boiled potato. Oh, there's a lot of stuff right here. We're gonna be eating good tonight. Mashed potatoes. I think Karlach loves mashed potatoes. You think Karlach is so hot that like when she like eats food that needs to be like cooked, does they like cook really fast? Like as it's going down her, you know what I mean? Like can she take raw chicken and just cook it as it's going down, and then she doesn't get whatever it is, salmonella? Is that something stupid to say? I don't know. I don't know, man. I just work here. Go over here. And let's go upstairs. Kind of where we saw the treasure chest, the trapped man, and Counselor Floric. Oh no, it burned immediately. Thanks, we're not taking any damage from this fire. Okay. Let's go into where Counselor Floric was at. Her room looked pretty okay. I do read all of the notes, not like actually like sit there and read them usually, but as long as you just open them, then sometimes it could give you quest progression, XP, inspirations, uh, just about anything. Um, okay, I'll lockpick us in. Ooh, low roll. We can just try another thieves tool. There we go. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Again, the top bunk. No. Bed linen. Okay. There's nothing even up here. I wonder why it was lockpicked. Let's head where? Can I get there without? Yeah. Wizard hat. Oh, some money. There we go. So I always got to check around. Nothing on the balcony. Is this room worth trying to salvage? Wine. That might be camp supplies.
Let's have a look at myself.
Thank you, Malice. Okay, that's everything for in here. Let's head out of here. So where was this place that these people were talking about? The Zhent. Zhentarim. Zhentarim. Yeah, this is the burrow hole right here that we saw. You can get into this building if you were a... It's like over here. There it is. If you were a gnome or if you're in gaseous form. If I remember to, I will try to do the burrow hole sometime throughout this entire let's play. Usually I don't mess with them because you can get anywhere. Like a burrow hole doesn't usually lock you out of anything, but yeah, we saw this person going crazy in the fight. This was that cleric using all the radiant damage.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Okay, here we go. Do you know where Moonrise Towers is? Who you work for? All right, do you know where this Moonrise Towers is?
Lands through Mountain Pass.
Mountain Pass. Okay. Do you know where the Grand Duke was taken?
Drow. Underdark.
Okay, someone said Moonrise Towers. This person said Underdark. What were you doing here?
Searching. Grand Duke. Baldur's Gate. Kidnapped.
Who do you work for?
Flaming Fist.
Are there any other survivors?
Valoric. Raven Guards. Confidant.
Okay.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay, well, she's still praying over there.
Speak.
I apologize, Lazo. I like your armor, though. Whoever chose that must have been really handsome and good at dressing. And... Oh my goodness. All of you guys walked through it at once. Goodness. Yeah, walking through fire is gonna hurt you. A lot of barrels.
That might be worth a look.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever gotten this dig site before. Oh, helmet. When you start your turn with an ally within 10 feet of combat, gain +1 armor class for 1 turn. Hey, that's not terrible. What do you have a certain when succeeding on a foe's exerted? Your weapon surges with. Oh, that's pretty good. Um, I guess we don't need it. I'll take it though. It's a pretty good helmet. Imagine it'll get use eventually.
Here, I hope.
Nothing over here. Not bad though. I didn't know that was there, that dig site.
Surprised this hay hasn't gone up in flames yet.
Perception. She has high wisdom.
There's something hidden here.
Oh,
In the hay.
it's a box. Oh, a dowry. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this guy was crying about I guess his like fiance or wife or girlfriend. Oh, a lot of soap bars. Hold on, we're gonna need these.
What's hiding here?
A lot of crispy critters. Oh, this one had a book on it. Hold on. Nothing. Okay. We can speak with the dead on her. Let's do it before we get back the ring.
You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her? Could you ask her something for me?
Whoa, I've never.
The dowry. She'd know where it is.
We have in our inventory.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Miraneth,
Marineth.
farmer.
Farm. Why were you at the inn?
From Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding.
How did you die?
Finding husband. Then inside.
So they are married. Okay.
Door locked. Trapped. Fire.
Where is this Benri?
Inside. Room. Top floor.
Saved
The
him.
spell's power
Okay.
wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Well, here's the dowry you found.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her. To say goodbye.
Ooh, okay. A pendant. When you deal lightning damage with a spell, you also deal 6 lightning damage. That's pretty good. And when transformed into a sheik, you gain Shepherd's Vengeance. Your next successful melee hit is guaranteed to be a crit, and the critical damage is tripled. When the person is transformed into the sheep. It polymorph's not bad. Lightning damage is pretty good. Who does? No one does lightning damage with a spell currently. I'll take the pendant. Yeah, I'll take the pendant for the time being. Somewhat worth. Oh, there's that guy on the roof. I don't think we can get to him. That's okay. Actually, we can. I know a way.
Great God Helm, allow us peace in this
Over
plane and
here.
beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
You guys can all stay down there. I got this. Oh, it was worth. Okay, cool. Wisdom saves. Okay. Hey, I mean, that's something. That is something for sure. Scared Raider. Staff.
Great God Helm,
Anything of use?
Search these crates.
teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us
Nothing?
certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
Let's go back this way.
Is it done?
'Cause we didn't, like, we found the dowry, and we ran back. So I'm wondering, let's see who walks to the fire this time. Gale, Karlak, Shadowheart, classic. Ox, Goblin.
You're one of
Oh.
them, monster!
What? Oh, my racism, because I'm a drow.
Let's have some carnage.
I don't want to kill the guy. I don't. Dawnburst, strike him.
Let's do it.
Boom! Oh,
This is
turned on non-lethal attacks.
What should I do?
This can't kill.
Creator, destroyer,
Knock him out, Gale.
death.
Gale!
Can't give up.
Lazel, knock him out. He's still alive, everyone. He's still alive. We'll be fine.
On my way.
I'm not one to hurt innocent wildlife. He was just scared.